provider, my Jehovah Jireh, and my supervisor. So my blessing run over, and so it overflow. And now I know, I like this part, I watch it. It's like you're doing it for spite. No matter what, Jesus will provide. Jesus will provide. Yes, He will provide. I will not go over them empty. Jesus, this one is for the elders, Jesus will provide. Yes, He will provide. So when the can't find your medicine in the pharmacy, Jesus will, Jesus will provide.
Positive all the time. Don't let the negative things hamper your mind. Power in your tongue. Don't let the wicked and evil talk keep you down. Enough of them come speaking evil things, but God give me the strength to overcome the negative. Spiritual wickedness in high place. No evil, the goodness of God shall prevail.
Speak good things over your life. Don't let the devil tell you that you can't do it. Speak good things over your life. Don't let the wicked tell you that you can't do it. You can't do it. Say you're beautiful and you're wonderful. You're amazing. You're creative. You have wisdom and His righteousness, redemption in Christ Jesus. You are chosen a citizen of heaven.
Let the negativity get you down. Say, power in your tongue. All evil scatter when they are not. Power in your tongue. Don't let the negativity get you down. Say, power in your tongue. All evil scatter when they are not. You're a bad man, you're a servant. Left the world for God to use you in His kingdom. You're a God man, don't speak defeat. Stay under the blood and you will always be unique. Sacrifices that you're making for God, your family and people to make it. Who God bless, no man will curse. No evil could have a man from God.
Speak good things over your life. Don't let the devil tell you that you can't do it. You can't do it. Speak good things over your life. Don't let the wicked tell you that you can't do it. You can't do it.
You got to learn for it.
You got the power. Yeah. Speak good things in my life. Yes.
Be strong, and I said to be of good courage, cause we representing Christ likeness and image. Once God be for us, then throw the enemy like garbage. This battle is not ours, but it's the Lord's. Remember David, he was a little youth man. When he heard Goliath come to cause a war upon the land, he said, so let me go down to fight that jokey man. We see to defy the children of the Almighty One. So David grabbed him, staff him, sling some stone and went in courage. When Goliath see the man, he less than talk is garbage. He say you think I am a dog. Come to me with sticks and stone, but he did not know he was not fighting David alone. Be strong, and I said to be of good courage, cause we representing Christ like this an image. Once God me first, then show the enemy like garbage. This battle is not ours, but it's the Lord's. Be strong, and I said to be of good courage, cause we representing Christ like this an image. Once God me first, then show the enemy like garbage. The battle is not ours, but it's the Lord's. David say, come to me with your shield and your sword. Don't study my sticks and stone, just know this battle is the Lord. I come in the name of Jesus Christ, my deliverer and my Lord. And I teach you not to disrespect the Almighty God. He said I'll smite you, kill you and cut off your head. Feed the cup to the beast and the field and to the fowl of the air. Because I don't take disrespect from no giant from hell. Let the whole earth know that there's a God in Israel. They take one swing, two swing, three swing, four. And the blood so blow, me ball Goliath from the floor. David removed the man head like he was completing a chore. And God's people, them rejoicing in a uproar. Them say be strong, hey. And I said to be of good courage, cause we representing Christ like this an image. Once God be first, then show the enemy like God. The battle is not ours, but it's the Lord's. Be strong, and I said to be of good courage, cause we representing Christ like this an image. Once God be first, then show the enemy like garbage. The battle is not ours, but it's the Lord's. Remember in Christ you are a new creature. With the Holy Spirit you're more than a conqueror. Don't fret no devil, boy, don't fret no demon power. Stand firm in your trial and show good character. You got to have your word, you got to fight with prayer. Have a sound mind and do not succumb to fear. Whether he comes from the front or he comes from the back, don't be caught by surprise and taken with a heart attack.
Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I'll trust in my God, cause him never ever fail me yet. David now break a sweat him heart go,
because he knew who his God was. He knew who was in control. Cause the blood of Jesus flowing in his mind, flowing in the heart and flowing in his soul. The word of God in his spirit, flowing in his flesh and his bones. Angels all around him, from the crown of the man head right down and even to his toe.
David said, Goliath of God, who do you think thou art? The Lord I serve won't tear you apart. When Goliath hear the words I say, that fear grip him hard. And that's how when the panic is start, maybe Goliath had come.
Because he knew he was not fighting a boy, he knew he was fighting a king. He knew it was not time for playing, was not time for smiling, but it was a time for fighting. Hey, it was all around the little king. David was a man with his sling, watching a Goliath right in the eye, and said this is time for fighting. David take one swing, two swing, three swing, four. Let I blow, me ball Goliath on the floor. Let I blow, me ball Goliath on the floor. Let I blow, me ball Goliath. David removed the man head like he was completing a chore. When I check Goliath, heart with him, heartbeat go, pour it go.
We're gonna have a problem here.
Because the man done dead. The man done dead. The man done dead. Boy, hear this, eh? Trusting God, he is the true champion. He never lose a battle since the resurrection. Once God be for you, against you shall come no one. Cause this is not a time for no sissy Christian. Trusting God, he is more than able. Was David to conquer with a little pebble. Climb upon the devil, take him to a kingly level. So let us trust in God, for he's more than able. Let's be strong, and I said to be of good courage, as we representing Christ like this an image. Once God be for us, then show the enemy like garbage. This battle is not ours, but it's their Lord. Be strong, and I said to be of good courage, as we representing Christ like this an image. Once God be for us, then show the enemy like garbage. The battle is not us, but it's the Lord's. Be strong.
Rise up, oh young men of God, yeah. Have done with lesser things. Apply thine heart and mind and soul and strength to serve the King of Kings. Rise up, O daughters of Yahweh. His kingdom suffers long. Bring in the day of cross-denominational brotherhood and end this cold night of wrong. Cause there's a storm coming. And only the rooted will be standing. Hey, his everlasting kindness and mercy. Broadway boys in your area. Sit back, relax, listen. This is the calm before the storm. Youth and youth be warned. Can't you feel the place of waxing warm, y'all? This is the time to prepare. Brethren, beware. Who are ears to hear, then let them hear. Blow on. This is the calm before the storm. Youth and youth be warned. Can't you feel the place of waxing warm, y'all? This is the time to prepare. Brethren, beware. Who are ears to hear, let them hear. Scientists and then versed in philosophy project that in the future there'll be enough cause we worry. Economists see the downfall of economies in the East Africa, India, in the West Germany, America. Stockpiling the Armageddon. No matter if them doctrine is of Lincoln or of Lennon. Nuclear arms still in mass production. The new world order lurks the background with its evil intention. This is the calm before the storm. Youth and youth be warned. Can't you feel the place of waxing warm, y'all? This is the time to prepare.
Share the live, share the live.
Who are ears to hear, then let them hear. Blow on. This is the calm before the storm. Youth and youth be warned. Can't you feel the place of waxing warm, y'all? This is the time to prepare. Brethren, beware. Who are ears to hear, let them hear. Well, Act 2, Scene 1. There seems to be a unification amongst the major religions as several heads come to one. Has peace finally come down? Or has it come up from the bowels of hell? A scheme of things in which two entities can't gel. One, the born-again believer. Two, Israel, the tree of David, for the prophets, them to see and clearly tell that them see the war increase, they sign peace treaties. But
good afternoon, Florida is joining me.
It's time for them.
Share the live, Florida.
Satan they choose.
Join me right now on Facebook, the Street 919 FM.
Waxing hotter and hotter, man melt like butter because them can't stand up under the pressure. Enough who say they're strong, you know them I'll get thrown down because the truth is below the surface. Them roots not long, they wouldn't open their eyes and see how the devil have imps them in camp around we and open the ear and hear revelation instruction that comes so clear. There is a time to born and a time to die, a time for your man to laugh and a time for your man to cry. Time to be humble and a time to be meek, but right now is the season to see God. Open your eyes.
So you need to join me on Facebook. You need to join me on YouTube. I have a lot of people who are coming in from Florida and England and thing, boy. I wonder what's happening out there. You want to tell me what's going on out there also? We're going to be looking at, I want to have a nice discussion with you today. I want to hear your views on an issue that I want to raise, and I want to hear your views on it. So come in, New Jersey. Good afternoon to you. All right, thank you very much, New Jersey. Toronto. Hey, people getting jealous, boy. So people from New Jersey and Toronto say, you need to say hello to us too. So let me say hello to Boise and to Smith, who's joining me. Boise from New Jersey and Smith from Toronto. Hey, Valencia in the house.
There's only them who know their life, go do them exploits in the land. Faith and the works move hand in hand. So believe in your Lord, you gotta work hard to understand His word, His plan. Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's a young man by the name of, I can forget my partner name, boy. Ansel Valley. I think that's some game going on. Yeah, Mr. Ansel Valley. Ansel has been singing for years, boy. Point 14 is in the house. Smith from Point 14. Good afternoon to you. You need to share the live, Smith. All of you who joining me, come on, share the live and let's get this thing started. All right, let's get this show on the road. So share the live, share the live, share the live. I'm looking out for you to share the live and get people to come on and let's have a nice discussion here today. Blessed messenger, make room.
Make room when you see me jumping up. Hey, when you see me praising me God, anointing inside me like fire. Make room when you see me jumping up. I want the bomb see me praising son. Oh God. Rang badang badang badang, dum 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 dum. Rang badang badang badang. Make room when you see me jumping up. Hey, when you see me praising me God, anointing inside me like fire. Make room when you see me jumping up. When you see me praising me God, anointing inside me like fire. I hear them say that their God is the best. Like you don't know about Jesus yet. Like them and bounce up Jesus yet. I hear them say that their God is the greatest. Tell them that you don't know about Jesus yet. Like them and bounce up Jesus. So let me ask you, is the lamb to the slaughter? Raise Cyrus' daughter. Turn water into wine. Free the people and blow their mind. So when I come out to praise him, I don't have no time to be gazing. All I need is 4 by 10 so I could praise my Father until the end. Make room when you see me jumping up. When you see me praising me God, anointing inside me like fire. Make room when you see me jumping up. When you see me praising me God, anointing inside me like fire.
Wait, just now. Just now. I want to play this song for 3 special persons that, you know, sometimes I just be shocked that it has been listened. You know, forgive me. Sometimes I be a little shocked when I get little messages from them and, you know, they tell me they're listening, great show. You know, I want to read, let me see if I can just read a message here. I just want to tell you my business a little bit now. So, I was be really shocked when certain people listening. So, I got a message yesterday, well, today actually, this morning, for about, you know, my program yesterday. So, the person sent a message telling me, I listened to you yesterday. Good job. You know, and that coming from that person, hey, it put a smile on my face, boy. So I want to play this song, right? Especially for 3 persons. So there's a gentleman who migrated to the States, going into 5 years, 6 years now, right? He always listens to the Street 919 FM. I want to say good afternoon to him. Some people will know him as Love Until. Or Love Until. All right, I want to say good afternoon to him. I also want to say good afternoon to a lady who I must say, you know, I appreciate her a whole lot, Miss Carol from Homestyle. You know, she always message me and tell me, reach home safe, you know, and be careful, be safe out there. And I want to say thank you to her. That is a loyal listener to the Street 919 FM. And the shocker for me, somebody who listens, who listened, and a kind of shocker. I mean, real. A little shock when
realize that this person listening to me. All right, so let me say good afternoon to my Bishop Gary George, and his wife, Pastor Agnes George. All right, I want to play this song for them, so I stopped the song just to start it over.
Badang, badang, badang. Budum, 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 budum. Rang, badang, badang, badang. Make room when you see me jumping up. Hey, when you see me praising me, God. Anointing inside me like fire. Make room when you see me jumping up. When you see me praising me, God. Anointing inside me like fire. I hear them say that their God is the best. Like you don't know about Jesus yet. Like them and bombs up Jesus yet. I hear them say that their God is the greatest. Tell them that you don't know about Jesus yet. Like them and bombs up Jesus. So let me ask you, is the lamb to the slaughter? Raise Cyrus' daughter. Turn water into wine. Free the people and blow their mind. So when I come out to praise him, I don't have no time to be gazing. All I need is 4x10 so I could praise my Father until the end. Make room when you see me jumping up. When you see me praising me, God. Anointing inside me like fire. Make room when you see me jumping up. When you see me praising me, God. Anointing inside me like fire.
And let me say good afternoon also to my boss who's listening, the boss, the IWER George. Listening to everybody's show, you know. Everybody's show. Boss listening to. Boss, thank you very much for the support and the love. All right, to all of you who joining me on Facebook and on YouTube, thank you again.
She is mine, Lord and Redeemer. You put me on a hill so that I could shine. So when I come out to praise him, I don't have no time to be gazing. All I need is 10x6 so I could mash up Satan and give him licks. Make room when you see me jumping up. When you see me praising me, God. Anointing inside me like fire. Make room when you see me jumping up. When you see me praising me, God. Anointing inside me like fire. I know you think that I'm mad and I'm crazy, but if I tell you my story, you wouldn't leave here today. I am living proof that my God is mighty. Let me testify that my God is mighty. I could have been dead or sick in bed.
Hey Wendell, good afternoon to you, sir.
I'm not waiting on no music or nobody to tell me lift him up. So when I come out to praise him, I don't have no time to be.
I have a good friend by the name of Wendell who always listens to my program. And I know Wendell, once you feel I forget him. Wendell, thanks very much for the support also, my brother. All right. So today is Thursday. Again, I message there. Today is Thursday. And I want to talk about something, you know, it's a little touchy. But I think that, Miss Patricia, good afternoon to you, Patricia Kelly. Good afternoon to you, ma'am, locked on. Miss Patricia is also a faithful, loyal listener and a viewer. Somebody say, I hope it's not about Kingsley. No, I'm not going to talk about Kingsley. I will take my program to talk about Kingsley. Oh, that's serious. Be real now. So, good afternoon, Patricia. I hope that you're having a beautiful day today. A proud mother, you know, I must say. Patricia is a mother that go the extra mile for her children, boy. And I know that those two teenagers they love their mom to bits, and they do what they can do to make sure that mommy is happy. So Patricia is a single mother but takes very good care of her children. And I will leave it there, as Mr. Leave It There would say. I would leave it right there. All right, so good afternoon to all of you joining me. I have a video I want to show you. And this is what the discussion is going to be about. This video that I want to show you, Trinidad and Tobago. And I have some concerns, boy. I don't know. I don't know if any one of you could alleviate or try to talk to me about this video that I want to show you. Alright? When I got this video and I looked at the video, somebody said, loving the vibes. Thank you very much. I hope that you continue to stay with me with the vibes. I want to show this video. As I said, this video was sent to me yesterday. And when I looked at the video, I was really concerned about what I saw in the video. I'm trying to pull up the video now, you know. Yeah. So I was really concerned about what I saw in the video. And I want to say this at Trinidad and Tobago. Some of us need to, how to put it? Some of us, we need to be a little more mindful of what's happening around us. Too many of us are not mindful of what's happening around us. And because of that, we are allowed ourselves to be hoodwinked and fooled by some people. Somebody saying, good afternoon, Atlanta is in the house. Thank you very much, Atlanta. I finally see nobody from London. What's going on? UK not in the house again or what? I didn't see anybody from the UK. Alright, Pastor Google, cut off. I would try my best. I don't have access to the manage the account as you think I do. So some of you who are asking me to cut off or to deal with the trolls on our Facebook account, I don't have all that access as you all think. Alright? Yes, so I want to talk about this. What it is I want to talk about today, I want to scold the government that I support a little bit. Is that okay? Can I scold them a little bit? I want to scold them about something that I think they need to be scolded for. What is that, you may ask? And I think if it's anybody to scold them, should be their loyal supporters and stuff like that. You can't wait for the UNC to scold them. We will scold and we will talk out on things that we think, could be done a little better. All right? And one of those things that I want to scold my government or try to, get them to be a little more, do a little more better in is the why did it take so long to come up with a policy for going back out to work. I think that they should have done. Hey, Britain is in the house, man. Good afternoon. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, I think they should have done a little better in coming up with a policy for people going back out to work, and that's one of the things that I really wanted to just highlight. I think that, and I sit here, and this is the conversation that I want to have with you today. I'm trying to get the video, but I'm not getting the video. All right, but this is the constructive conversation I want to have with you today. And I want you to tell me, what are your thoughts? I'm opening up the phone lines. You can share with me. Hey, Toronto is in the house. Good afternoon, Toronto. I think we need to have this, we need to urgently, and this is one of the schooling that I'm going to give the government also, is that we need to get, we need to start to talk more about the road to recovery. All right. I'm gonna talk about it, and while I'm not going to come here to regurgitate about the cars that Munilal and all the other opposition people are buying. And while it is a potent discussion, and while it is needed to have. I am not going to. I think people doing a good job with that. People are talking about it and doing a very good job with talking about it. Right? I have no issues with that. What I have an issue with is that Ms. Bissessa on Monday would have outlined to Trinidad and Tobago her recovery plan, her road to recovery, and that she thinks that she needs to come back into office to present to Trinidadians. Right? Which is her right. It is her right to present to Trinidadians their recovery plan. That is their opposition, and that is their right. But I am asking, I'm doing a second plea. I'm doing a second call. This is a call for the government to do a documentary or a PowerPoint or do something to give the people of Trinidad and Tobago knowledge on how we plan to move, or because Dr. Rowley is already talking about we have to accept the fact to live with this virus, right? Dr. Rowley is already saying to us as a nation, hear what? We are getting, we need to get ourselves together as a nation to live with this virus, in the sense that there are going to be variants, there are going to be, one or two little, but at the end of the day, we need to have now something to work with, something to work on or look forward to, right? In the sense that, okay, I remember in the budget, there was a discussion of the agriculture sector. I think that is something that needs to be talked about a little more. It needs to be talked about a little more and give some more insight into it. All right? Our tourism is something that we need to work on, we need to build on. I am just talking from the top of my head of some of the things that we need to, start to work on. But I am asking, and I would like to hear from you, the listeners. We need to be more aware and abreast on the road to recovery. Some of you might find this to be a boring topic. Oh gosh, Google, you serious? That what you come to want to talk about? I am concerned because you see people selling people dreams out here. Miss Bissessa selling dreams to her followers, Miss Bissessa is selling her people a dream, and one of the person on the chat said it right. Her rights to dream. She have a right to dream. All right. Somebody said because election is next 4 years, which is very true. But in the midst of all of this, my concern is that we need to, as a nation, to be aware of where are we going. Where are we going? And some people might say, where are you going with this discussion, this hour of the day? We had a road to recovery, a roadmap to recovery document that was put together by some of the brilliant minds of Trinidad and Tobago. Why we shouldn't be aware of what this road to recovery is all about? Hello, good afternoon.
Sorry, Pastor G. You good there? Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I want to add to that. I want to add to what you're saying, and you're quite correct. And one of the points I want to add is that you see this NID issue between employers and between the employers and NID. it should be a direct link. You understand? There was an economist speaking, one of them anti-PNM economists used to try to lift up kids as a savior in terms of whatever policy being placed, but finance minister come and back that for 6 out of the stadium with, with the revelation that they made here with NGC, right? But what I am saying is that non-compliance, according to the economic, he went past non-compliance, but that is being thing that affects workers in this country, and that is a labor issue also. That is, the unions don't pick up these issues either, right? Because they are also lickers and lackeys. But you see the fact that that many employers and many employees suffering because of the non-compliance in terms of paying that money direct. You could imagine how much money the government could have collected that they don't have right now in terms of employers deducting your money and they're not putting it into the NIB. Well, I think there's even room for employment in terms of they should have field officers literally surprising the employers and going to them, take account of the employees, take an inventory of the employees that they have, tabulate, a kind of auditing now, and match it up with what if they have it in NIB and really bring up some serious fines and stuff like that. And that is one of the first ideas I have as part of the recovery program, because the errant non-compliant employers, they're doing a lot of damage in terms of to the country, in terms of the training the employees and they're not paying the taxes and stuff like that. And if the government get in, I find it shouldn't be, how much pressure it is. You ever see one of them forms to fill out to check your contribution, but it does one of them mad when you see thing you had a phone. So you had to go back by past employer and all this sort of rubbish, and they might need my records and all this sort of thing. So that should be a direct link between NIB. I think that will immediately bring revenue, have revenue flowing into the coffers if they make it directly from NIB to the employer and stop making it an employee issue, because we're doing we part. We shedding me blood. Pass I go before I go. Right? So that's my contribution to this constructive talk that you bring up. And well done, you're brave. Yeah, PNM, that's how PNM people are. We do business in terms of we be balanced, right? What's the issue I wanted to tell you? Let me ask you what you think about this idea. I tried to bring it up on another program. I pass a Google. I'll let go now. I'm going to break off the channel on my radios and it's going to stick on 91.9. Hear this now, because I was grossly misunderstood. Tell me what you think about this idea now. Will you think about, in terms of recovery also, that to give the people at ease, right? It's not that coming now on the government or anything. Will you think about not taxing listeners over time, so that anybody who, pour their blood to work extra hours, they get that money tax-free? Although I understand that taxes should be collected, which I find the big people should start to do the right thing and stop evading taxes and stuff like that to fill up that space. What do you think about not taxing overtime, so that the little extra and the little labor we put out, that we can have that money to either save or do other things that we need to do in terms of it? If I don't know if you think that's a good policy. I'm talking to you because you may understand where I'm coming from. It's not no pressure, no government or anything like that. I'll listen up here, Pastor Google. Great show, great radio station, and I want to big up the big boss, the boss of all bosses. I pay him after Patrick Manning. Have a nice day, thanks.
Thank you. Yeah, well, I hear you, caller, and it's something to think about. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Gogo. No, I don't think anybody would have any problem with you raising that topic, because I think I wanted to. I do not disrupt people's topic when they have a topic. So I certain times, by discussing things, you forget to mention that. In China right now has shown a great increase in their national income, and America is questioning the labor force in China. But, we have to look at this thing here, right? It's our country and it's our business. Government spend a lot to educate the citizens, and I think they too should be able to contribute. The Ministry of Labor, Pastor Google, should be talking with employers, right now, and the chamber for way forward, like you mentioned, right? Because it's all about our business. If we have to trade, we have to know what we can trade. Who are the people we can work with? Who are the people we can employ, right? What are their skills? What they can contribute to the national income, right? The business people, how they can reduce unemployment. People have to understand it's not about big pay right now. It's about the continuance of our country, right? Because we cannot have a lot of vagrants, we cannot have a lot of hungry people. So I think this is a thing that, we have to get together and think about it. Business people, the chambers, everybody, the hoteliers, they're not talking. They want the government to come forward to know you. They can make a move towards the government. Let's talk. Let's talk, and this is good. Have a good afternoon.
All right, thank you very much. So if you're now joining me and you want to know what we're talking about, we are saying, and we want to just gently remind the government that we would like to get some more information on this road to recovery after COVID, or even, as I said before, Dr. Rowley would have said to Trinidad and Tobago that we have to now put things in a way to live with this virus, because other viruses will come and we will have to know how to contain it, how to deal with it, how to live with it. And my thing is that I think we need to get a little more, or not a little more, but we need to have more information on the road to recovery from this virus. What are the things I doubt very much anybody who listening could tell me or give me some of the things that you could remember from the road to recovery, the map to recovery. What are some of the things in that document that we need to be, because we are going to get back to some sort of normalcy, and we want to, I'm sure that the citizens will want to know what they can do to help in the recovery. All right. I'm seeing a caller just left me there. I was not going to take your call, caller. You can call me back if you wish. All right. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Pastor.
Hello?
Give me a call when it is convenient.
Okay, sir. Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yes, Pastor Google, I love, but again, it's constructive talk. And we need to get away from the true and all that is exciting sometimes. There's a country to run, and we have to treat with what will happen with post-COVID-19. And what you're saying is very relevant. I remember that Dr. Rowley would have set up an economic recovery team to treat with post-COVID-19. I'm wondering, could you not get in contact? Because if I'm not mistaken, I think Mr. Michael Anistad would have been a part of that. I think Dr. Carl Theodore would have been a part of that. Could we not get a member of the team to give us some ideas or to go to? I don't know if they are able to do that or if they're within their rights to do it. But could we not get somebody who's a part of that team to at least break it down first so we have a better understanding of what would have come out from that, the document that would have come out from that? So probably could start a conversation from there. Is it possible you could probably try to do something like that?
I will try and see.
Yeah, because I think that would be a good starting point, because they are the ones who are actually a part of that team, and they would have been putting things in place for how we would treat with post-COVID-19 and the effects of it on the economy and what is actually a road to recovery. So I would like to hear a perspective from them, and then I'll be able to have a greater input. Yeah?
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm going for a break and come back. When I come back from the break, I'm going to continue to take your calls right here on the street 919 FM.
Wanna be where you are. I wanna be where you are. I wanna be where you are. I wanna be where you are. Come on, it's so simple. That's all it says. I wanna be where you are. Is this the cry of your heart this evening? I gotta be where you are. Yeah, I wanna be where you are. Gotta be where you are. I wanna be where, I wanna be where you are. Lord, I gotta be where you are. Wanna be where you are. God, I gotta be where you are. God, I wanna be where you are. I gotta be where you are. Wanna be where you are. Gotta be where you are. For your glory, I would do anything just to see you, to behold you as our King. For your glory, I would do anything just to see you, to behold you as my King. For your glory, I would do anything just to see you,
views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
I'm not letting nobody sell you crack. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you a black man like me. And it's worth something.
This is Black Watch. Join us every Monday from 9 to 11 p.m. Black Watch. Let the show begin.
You have been asking for him, and now he's on every second and fourth Friday from 1:15 to 1:45. Pastor, lawyer Dave McKenzie on the Street 919 FM. Call him and ask him about any legal matters that may be confronting you. Also, you have questions about the Bible, about spirituality and religion. He is able to answer. Join Pastor, lawyer Dave McKenzie on the Street 919 FM. Every second and fourth Friday from 1:15 to 1:45, as he will be dealing with legal matters and matters of spirituality on the Street 919 FM.
At any time, anywhere, anyone can be a victim of a violent crime. Each year, innocent citizens fall victim to various crimes. The Criminal Injuries Compensation Board reaches out to victims who have suffered financial loss and physical injury as a result of violent crimes. The Criminal Injuries Compensation Board, located at Tower C Level 20 International Waterfront Complex, number 1 Ryson Road, Port of Spain. Call us at 627-2376. The program cannot erase the painful memories of a crime, but it can help ease the financial burdens victims bear. The Criminal Injuries Compensation Board.
From the moment you first crossed eyes,
it's a girl.
To their very first bowl of cereal. Open wide. Going into parenthood means nourishing your little one to reach their fullest potential. With Nestum Nature's Selections infant cereals, give 30% more whole grain with 15 vitamins and minerals, including iron, all with no added sugar. Nature's Selection. Give your baby the best. Nestum, from 6 months onwards.
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's Radio.
The Church of the Firstborn Assembly Miracle Center of number 399 Eastern Main Road, Waiko in San Luis Grande is pleased to present Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson and guests on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. Sundays, Ministry of Worship Children's Hour and the Word from 1 to 6 p.m. Tuesdays, see Jesus in every book of the Bible from Genesis to Revelation from 9 p.m. to 12 midnight. Wednesdays, we deal with current affairs from a biblical perspective from 9 p.m. to 12 midnight. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends, tell everyone. For further information, visit with us at www.churchofthefirstbornassembly.org. Facebook, email us at church668hope@gmail.com or call us at 753-1113 or 236-7271. Your free will gifts and offerings will be greatly appreciated. Account number 795222 at the First Citizens Bank.
At Health and Wealth Lifestyle, we offer a wide range of services: blood analysis, iridology, acupuncture, foot detox, foot massages, gua sha, hot stone therapy, fire therapy, legs and feet massage therapy, mineral scrubs, acrotherapy, cupping.
We also have a wide variety of supplements: silver, zinc and magnesium, body light, and lots more.
We at Health and Wealth Lifestyle operate our business in a clean, safe, and comfortable environment. We frequently sanitize our compound and abide by all the COVID guidelines that are currently in place.
So come on down to Health and Wealth Lifestyle, where we treat you like family. Book your appointment today. Call us at 1-868-275-8359.
Or 1-868-288-1108.
And remember, your health is your wealth. And prevention is always better than medication.
Hey guys, it's Aisha Wells here. Listen up. If you're considering selling or renting your house in Trinidad and Tobago, then call Keelan George with O'Neill's Real Estate Group. He's a good friend of mine and he's been in the business for over 6 years. First, selling real estate in Atlanta, Georgia, and now right here in Trinidad and Tobago. He has a strategic online marketing presence that actually attracts thousands of home buyers and renters. Plus, with his home selling advice and techniques, he's getting homes sold really fast. Keelan will actually guarantee you sell your home, or get this, you can cancel the listing agreement and pay nothing at any time. That's right, you heard me, nothing at any time. Selling your home doesn't have to be stressful, people. Check out www.o'neillrealestatetT.com. O'Neill is spelled O-N-E-I-L, or just call Keelan direct at 363-4030. That's 363-4030.
This is Bishop Aaron Williams from the Divine Problem Solving International Ministries, inviting you to be part of our broadcast on any given Thursday night from 12 midnight right on to 5 a.m. on Friday morning. And this broadcast is called Early Morning Gospel Market Program. Then we have on Tuesday from 12 noon to 1 p.m. the Holy Ghost Gospel Pharmacy. If you are sick and ill, and you could get from this particular pharmacy, from the pharmacist, the good things of life. Hallelujah. And any Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, break into the house of the Philistines. Hallelujah. If you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, hearing the babel of false doctrines that you encounter daily, it's about time you get close to God, God's word, direct from his throne room, in the name of Jesus.
God has good plans for his people. Why do you worry so much? But wait, who's sending me this text? Hurricane warning, be prepared. Denzel, stop rushing the car. A hurricane coming.
Mona, calm down. We just need to prepare. We must stock batteries and candles and charge our emergency lights in case we lose power.
That means we have to arrange a backup supply for Daddy respirator.
Yes, and before the storm hits, we must unplug all our electrical equipment. If we need to evacuate, remember to shut off the electricity at the main panel.
Yes, because you know here there's flood. Come. Let us move the appliances upstairs. Come.
Us, okay.
Wait! Denzel, don't unplug them thing with your wet hand. Yourself.
Yes, Mona.
This hurricane season, when preparing for an emergency, don't forget your electricity. TNTech, the power to make it work.
Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Take the lead, God, and I'll follow. If you sing alto, I'm soprano. I used to sing all my favorite songs. Had you all singing along. My way was my way, but the wrong was steaming. But now I cool it down. I am an instrument that goes loud and strong. Tired of it fooling wrong, but this melody don't belong to me, so it's time I get it right. Jesus in me, motion. Calling on God, he is many slogan. Now I put Jesus in my motion. I put Jesus in my rhythm. He put a new song in my mouth, a song of praise to our God. So many would see and fear, but they're trust in the Lord. I will sing a new song for you, upon attention now. Oh God, when I pray straight from him. Jesus in me, motion. God, he is many slogan. Now I put Jesus in my motion. I put Jesus in my rhythm.
Sing to the Lord a new song. Sing to the Lord all the earth. Sing to the Lord, bless his name. Tell of his salvation from day to day. Declare his glory amongst the nations. His marvelous works amongst all the
Jesus in me motion, motion, motion. Calling on God, he is many slogan, slogan, slogan. Now I put Jesus in me motion, motion, motion. I put Jesus in me rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. I used to sing all my favorite songs. Had you all singing along. My way was my way, but the wrong was steaming. But now I cool it down. I am an instrument that grows loud and strong. Tired of the fooling wrong, but this melody don't belong to me, so it's time I give it right back. Jesus in me motion, motion, motion. Calling on God, he is many slogan, slogan, slogan. Now I put Jesus in me motion, motion, motion. I put Jesus in the rhythm, rhythm, rhythm.
Good afternoon again, Trinidad and Tobago. I'm seeing a discussion happening on YouTube, on Facebook. Sorry, I'm shocked. Someone is saying so true because in Toronto have the most homeless people I've ever seen in my life. I didn't know Toronto have homeless people. There's a nice discussion to have. Someone is saying, hi, Pastor G. I'm watching from my desk at work in the UK. Hello! I wonder where that's them aware now. I wouldn't read out where. That's them aware in the UK, and I'll be really happy. I just want to say that, hello, caller?
Yeah, Pastor, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Just hold 1 minute. I just want to say this. Sometimes you just feel a little, you feel as though people don't want to discuss certain things, huh? But I'll tell you this, it's a good thing I raised the discussion. I get a phone call. I get a nice important, I'm feeling important. I got a nice important phone call, and I will be having someone joining me on Thursday, next week Thursday, to talk about the roadmap to recovery from COVID. So I am getting somebody to come in who was a part of I shouldn't say he was a part, but I don't know. I know that he has a wealth of knowledge where that is concerned, and I got a call, and he will be joining us next Thursday. So you see, sometimes when you ask, you shall receive. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, Pastor Boy, good afternoon. But Pastor Google, but your good friend was a part of the roadmap to the recovery.
Could you stop it?
The great Vassan Bharat.
You see how you're not nice, boy? That's still a partner.
This is what I want Vassan Bharat to start focusing on. Not being a rabble rouser and just opposing for opposing's sake. If Vassan Bharat wants to be current, he must not continue going on the road just opposing. You must put policies and ideas on the table, give people another perspective. Not because if the government does something that is good, you commend them. Don't try to disagree with Colin, but because of his person. And there's a problem I have with a lot of opposition politicians. Vassan Bharat came back on that mode. Not because they have issues with Colin, but as a person, Minister of Finance, that is just oppose and oppose. You can't tell me Colin will do everything wrong for the last 6 years, but yet still we haven't gone to the IMF. So Mr. Bharat, when you come back, come on the TV, come on the radio at Pastor Google, say what the government, you see that they're doing good, what you would like to see, continued, what you would like to see improve. This is your idea. Just do a song like the UNC because you're turning off undecided people and you're turning off PNM people because you're songing like the rest of them, the 19 of them in the UNC that are failed politicians. Pastor Google. So go with the roadmap to recovery. We had to look for revenue generation. So we had to pull back in sandals here, Tobago. Right? That's what we had to pull back in that sandals, get a 5-star hotel here. We're the only ones in the Caribbean that don't have it. Take the politics out of it. And we had to deal with the marinas. We are south of the archipelago. hurricanes normally go north and rise. So, then we have world-class mariners in Saramas and through the country. All them yachties from Antigua come down the archipelago will be able to come here and harbor the boats any time of a storm and a hurricane. This is the things I want Mr. Barrett talk about. Stop trying to song opposing like the opposition. You're turning people off. You don't need to sound like Mariano Brown and Nicky June and this next one, the next lady. You don't need to sound like that. Make yourself viable. Right, so that's what I like to see. And here on that part, I'm going to say, good afternoon to Miss Carol Riley. Tell us on agent, I say hello, Miss Carol and Miss Tuna Puna. And I hear Mommy Sauce. I know she lost some mother like me. Mommy Sauce, you stay strong. And Miss Tuna Puna, and I say, yeah, she back out and song and vibrant and stuff. But Pastor Google, I'll listen. I'll come back in. Thanks, man.
All right, thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon.
Hey, Pastor Google.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon. What a program. This program is needed for some time now. As you say, I get a response from one of somebody to come in.
Yes.
Pastor Google, let me tell you, remember the guy who was the councillor and become the mayor and become the minister down in Point Forte?
Yes.
Remember, he did come with something to help the senior citizens cash their check?
Yeah.
That is part of the recovery program. Digital. Digitizing all the ministries. So once you punch in somebody's name, Pastor Google, you can know if they're getting help somewhere else. Right? Also, the recovery program was led by Brooks. As Jenny was right with the economic recovery, right? Which was you were saying something about you need some more explanation. But Winston Dukaran, Bassam Barat, Michael Anaset, he was on these guys was on the committee, right? And they bring forward some suggestions, but the government ain't come out with all the suggestions yet. Because if they come out with these suggestions, you see what this lady done already? I think Winston Dukaran and Bassam Mazigeshi a little insight of what on the recovery plan. So she jumped out early. But the government has been letting out certain things, Pastor Google, of what they're going to do. Like East Port of Spain development. What you all had on the show there, showing what they're going to do for diaparted recovery program too. Also, Pastor Google, agriculture will be part with down in Maruga, which part of the builders' plans. So but Thursday now will really be a good start to get this discussion started, Pastor Google.
Yes.
Because she jumped out and she must get insight from Dukaran or Barat. What is they discuss inside? So I'm glad. Also, I'd like to say good day to Toronto, but I ain't hearing you. I ain't hearing you, Toronto. Also up in Randy here, going to Toko, the port, all those are part of the recovery plan. Okay, Pastor. Good program.
Thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon. Caller? All right, you're not there. You can call me on 342-0081 771-1791 466-5391. Roadmap to recovery of Trinidad and Tobago. What are your thoughts? Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Good afternoon.
You know, that good show all the time, and one of my main concerns, you see the caller mentioned the East Port of Spain development, but one of my main concerns is housing. And I would like the Minister of Finance in this budget presentation to put less money in the roads and put it in housing. I'll tell you why. You see the Point 14 highway? Put money to finish that. You see the volunteer to Toko? Finish that. And you see all other main highway projects. Take that money and put it in regional corporations and study the secondary roads. Because Pastor Google, wouldn't like to be passing in some of these places. If it was showing you for toll like that. And it's time for the government to start give the regional corporation the money to care about those secondary roads. Concerning housing now. Yesterday on our program, our guide speak about the Chumaka buildings. But I've been talking about South Key, Canada, to finish. These are monies to put money inside of housing to stimulate that pattern. I really don't want the excuse like it's hotspot area or whatever. I'm done with that. I want the MPs in these areas and the councillors to get involved with recruiting all manner of employment to see about housing. And from Shagaramas to Toko to Matlat, let them refurbish all ADC housing that needs to be refurbished. This is my thinking of going forward in this recovery after this pandemic. Thank you very much, Pastor Google.
All right, thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon.
Pastor Google, good afternoon. Pastor Google.
Good afternoon.
Will you just get quiet so when you hear my voice, Pastor Google? Pastor Google?
Yes, sir.
Earlier, I heard you mention about tourism, yes? Pastor Google, are you aware that the authorities closed down the tourism school in Trinidad? And now the children from that tourism school have to apply to the tourism school in Tobago. You see, Pastor Google, when I talk, all he has want to get vexed.
Well, just now, I want you to make sure you're giving the proper information and not misinformation.
Proper information.
Is it the hotel school you're talking about? Or
That's right.
The government were not in charge of the hotel school. I have a niece. Wait, stop, because I know you're giving misinformation now. I have a niece who went to that hotel school.
Right.
Right now, she is in a mess because she cannot get her certificates and her she did whatever she did at that school, and it has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with the government. The government used to fund that school because it was a private school. I met people on Henry Street, a mother crying to me because her daughter went through the same thing that my niece went through, and the government had stopped the funding because the school could not give proper account of taxpayers' money.
So, Pastor Google, why they could not fix what was wrong?
Well, they were trying to fix what was wrong, and when the owners of the school realized that the government was going to levy on them because they needed to give proper account, they run. And students right now, like my niece and other persons who listening, I know the parent who met me on Henry Street could call in and tell me if I'm lying. Right? Students right now are crying because they cannot get the certificates to get a proper job.
Nobody say a lie, Pastor Google.
Yeah, but you said that the government closed down the school. And it was a government school. It was never a government school.
My point is, Pastor Google, fix what was right, but you stop the subvention.
Because they could not give account for the subvention.
Well, let me finish now, Pastor Google. Oh, God, how you jump on my chest so fast. And then when you finish, everybody come to jump on my chest too. We having a discussion, Pastor Google.
But you start off wrong. You're just giving misinformation.
Oh, Lord, Father. So, Pastor Google, so now the school closed down. Yes? The children from that school have to go and apply to the school in Tobago. Yes, Pastor Google? I hear you.
You know, you in addressing the issue that I just talked about. You even say, well, okay, I was wrong because it was not a government school. Because you came on. Because listen to this, there are people who are listening to you. And there are people who will believe what your first statements were. So let's say a man come in a car and hear you say the government closed down a trade school that was teaching children.
I said the authorities.
The government is the authorities. Who's the authorities? Not the government?
Put it right now, Pastor Go. I said the government. I said the authorities.
Yeah, but the authorities closed down the school.
Different branches.
The authorities did not close down the school. The owners of the school run away from the authorities.
So why the government couldn't take control of it now? We're discussing it. We're discussing why the government couldn't take control of it and fix it properly.
Have you listened? Have you listened to? And I will answer you by telling you this: that you're so not informed, and I will inform you now that the minister of youth. Wait, let me inform you. The minister of youth.
Inform me.
Yeah, I will inform you.
That's right.
That's what I said.
Go ahead.
The Minister of Youth Affairs, are you aware of what he is doing? Are you aware that he is opening up all the youth camps that were closed? He is opening them back up. And are you aware that YTEP has taken up that part of... Are you aware that YTEP had taken up that what they call it? Syllabus.
I don't be watching the advertisement, Pastor. You can go ahead. I don't be watching the advertisement.
Well, and that's what I'm saying to you, that there are other youth agencies that have taken up the challenge to train the young people.
All right, answer one question for me now. Why the children from the school that was closed down, or whatever you want to call it?
I ain't whatever I want to call it, they closed down.
Right, they closed down. Why the children have to go and apply to the one in Tobago? And that
Mr. Leave it there. You're dancing it because you're realizing that you come to make a bacchanal, and the bacchanal you come to make, it's not make, it is off.
Why you always on this bacchanal thing?
Because you came with misinformation to lie to my listeners. You lied to my listeners and tell them that the government closed down the school.
The authorities.
And they did not.
All right, but my question now...
You wouldn't even apologize for that.
Why must I apologize?
Because you lied to my listeners.
If I say something, and you say, leave it there, that is wrong information, and you explain it to me, the right information, I must apologize for that, Pastor Google.
Oh, so what are you supposed to do?
You're just enlightening my intelligence.
Okay.
So why must I apologize for that?
All right, because you willingly came. You're running feeling that I am so stupid and unaware of the information that you're running to feel that you can throw me off. Because you hear what you say, I talk about tourism to the starting of my program. I talk about tourism for the recovery and whatever. And I just told you that the Minister of Youth Affairs has addressed that situation by taking on other agencies to train the young people and they.
You win. Take that. Answer me one question before I go. Why did children from that school have to go and apply to the one in Tobago? Answer me that question. I will listen off the ear. I will leave it here.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon again, Pastor Google. Oh God, you know. She's on it. Angels just pull up the wing when they hear the amount of stupidity some people are so. Pastor Google, we on an economic recovery mission. We want to know what was contained in that. People coming up with ideas. If you're getting somebody to come on the program to elucidate on that, that's what we want to hear. You see that type of gubar that they come in with to distract and whatever, we don't know that we going past that. This is constructive talk. And if you always have to leave it, they have nothing constructive to say. Yeah? So we want to hear ideas from the other callers, how they think that this country and this government should go forward post-COVID-19. And if you get somebody to come to listen, we will be waiting and listening intensively. Thank you, Pastor Google.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I don't know now, boy. Well, I need to pray from you.
Pastor Google, like we had to change your name to Pastor Joe, boy. You really have it. With this big man, boy. For a big man, like, I wonder if you have any children or grandchildren or thing, boy. For you to be coming and you here and lie to people, boy. I thought children listening. So he lies and wanted to people, little children to grow up and listening right through.
Good afternoon.
Well, good afternoon again, Pastor Google. I want the connectivity for the YouTube and the YouTube and what? Is YouTube and Twitter? YouTube and what? And the other thing, Instagram or whatever. I would like to get the connectivity. Like, you understand? You give it out already, I know, but I didn't get the full thing.
All right, so all you have to do for Facebook, you're typing in the Street 919 FM on Facebook, and you'll get through. And if you want to get onto YouTube, you're typing in IWER TV on upperkeys, all upperkeys, IWER TV live broadcast on the Street 919 FM. Hello, good afternoon.
Pastor Google, good afternoon. Pastor Google, when this man calling, right? I doesn't really can call us and me have time with some of them, you know. But I find, oh God, this man has come across here sick, you know. If this song ain't good when he doing this, you know. And this song like an ageable experience, man. Only hugging on our prime minister right through. When we trying to uplift and build our country. Right now, the world is under pressure. The world is seeing the hard time right now. Trinidad and Tobago is no different from no part of the world. But then we had to come and get this kind of discussion from these people. Right now, you know, we're supposed to be thinking. I don't mind if we come and tell the government it happened. Then we go on a CS agricultural program. Instead, we could build something like a secret program, get the youth involved, pay them a good salary, and deal seriously with agriculture. Because our country things and go seriously. Like how Patrick Manning had the mega farm them down in Sagaramas, and they destroy them mega farm. Them all know the mega farm would have be doing so well all for these things them. You understand? Because Patrick Manning had some great plans and coming to those things. But just people didn't foresee what it would have done for us today. You understand? That is the things we need to be doing. All right, we could stand as the youth them and tell like woodworking like building chairs and tables and things and try to get our youth them off the street and try to get our youth them from killing each other. We need to do things. And right now we need to do things we can come across real reasonable that the country to do. So Mr. Leave it there. Try and leave it there now, brother. And leave us alone, please.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Pastor Google. Pastor Google, you can leave it there. You were quite right to say what you said. That was misinformation he was putting out there. And you know what is bad about that? The question he asked, why it is now Trinidad students have to apply to the school in Tobago. That's why Tobagoans just say the things that they say about Trinidad. You understand? There were when the school was running in Trinidad, students, before they started the school in Tobago, students from Tobago had to come down to Trinidad. And when students who were in the Trinidad school, they had to go to Tobago to do their internship and their apprenticeship and things, because the hotels, there were more hotels of a various type in Tobago than there are in Trinidad. Simple. And to me, it doesn't matter where the school is. The school is in Trinidad and Tobago, whether it's the one in Tobago or the one in Trinidad. The schools are still in Trinidad and Tobago. And the school that was in Trinidad is a private institution, and the government was funded. They mismanaged the fund. They could not account for the fund. And that is why government stopped funding them. People need to get the information straight.
So, sir, I wasn't lying.
No. No. I don't know, like people don't put their brain in gear before they open their mouth, you know. You understand? But more than that, the information and the facts are there. People should make it commit themselves to seeking truth and facts before they open their mouth and they say things. Right? And in this day of mass communication and internet and everything, the information is not there. So when you come out and you talking about things that are not true, it has to be deliberate. That's how we had to see it. It had to be deliberate.
And you know what? You don't even apologize when you realize that you were wrong.
No, he don't see the need to apologize to you. He not even admitting that he was wrong. Right? He not and the way that he responded to you when you tried to tell him that you corrected him, as though he changed himself. So what?
You see, he said, I never said the government, I said the authorities. Who the hell is the authorities?
Exactly. You understand? I don't know, boy. Other times, I can't touch my head these days, but I start scratching the toe. They pass the Google.
All right, man. Thanks very much for your call. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, what leave it there? Want your teacup in?
Oh, okay. You see, I just get frightened when you call in. Yes, I just get frightened.
Pastor Google, let Mr. Leave it there know that if there isn't the opportunity for hotel school in Trinidad and there is one in Tobago, this is Trinidad and Tobago. So we who are interested in the school could apply in Tobago. As simple as that.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon, Pastor Google. Pastor Google, do you see Leave It There and people like Mariano Brong and them fellas and them fellas carrying a bitterness and a grudge. And them carrying that burden, and that burden them carrying is so heavy, it's like 1 million pounds on them. So they're stuck in that state of bitterness. Right? I know personally, Indian, yes, I know, his son had a Tobagonian friend coming from Tobago to go to the school in Shagarama, the hotel school. When the last time I checked, it's Trinidad and Tobago. So if no Trinidadians have to go to Tobago for the school, because the Tobagonian friends to come by him and stay in Aranguez. So if it has to reverse, wait a minute. You see, Leave It There said, you see, he plans to change the power. As he said yesterday on our program, he will never forgive Dr. Rowley. He waited until Dr. Rowley has gone to come back into the PNM. Mariano Brown was given offered a senatorship and he refused. Them fellas and them, you see, they're selfish. And there's the problem with my African Trinidad, they're selfish. And they don't see themselves as the responsibility to the community. It's always about them and the promotion. I get this one, that, and I get this one, this handout, and I get that one. But the objective is about them. And until we get down from that selfish narrative, a lot of our African Trinidadians, they will have a lot like Leave It There and Mariano Brong. You know the nice thing? They isolate themselves. They're so intelligent. They isolate themselves away, far away in a corner to deal on the penance. Let them stay by themselves. Thanks, Pastor Google.
Pastor Google, good evening. I find every time this man come on this air, boy, you have to be correcting this man, boy. You have to be correcting this man. You understand? You have a link for YouTube, you have a link for Facebook. Send him the link for Googling and let him Google his information before he come on the air and stop misleading the public. You understand? Because hundreds of thousands of people are listening to that station. You understand? Every time this man come on this station, I'll be correcting this man. And even know, to me, even know that when he come on the radio to voice his opinion and it's not truth, I find I should listen to that, Cut it off and let get his information correct. Send him the link for Googling and let Google it and the man make sure, because sure is that you just do to get your information across, which is the correct thing. You understand?
Hello, good afternoon.
Pastor Google. Pastor Google.
Share the live.
Pastor Google. Pastor Google.
Share the live.
Leave it right there.
Share the live.
Pastor Google, I'm ready. You understand me? Pastor Google, nothing, Mr. Leave It right there.
Mr. Tabakit and the one who called me Zessa yesterday, Mr. Kingsley. I don't want to hear them at all because right now, UNC falling apart. After let about 80 men I beat him. Mr. Leave it right there. Did Kamala take she vaccine or she don't intend to take it? Could you answer that for me, please? If you're so brave, call back Pastor Google and tell Pastor Google she took it or she afraid to take it. Pastor Google, you realize they're not totally mess. Totally mess. And I like to tell you, no, Mr. Leave it right like he'll be waiting for you to come on, Pastor Google. Honest to God. I don't know, like he have at a banker for Kit Rowley, boy. Everything is about Dr. Rowley. If it's in Dr. Rowley, it's about school bill and he knows absolutely nothing. He talked some rubbish this week. He don't even know where Diego Martin West stand from. On his way, where Diego Martin West, where it start from, he does not even know. And only talking a set of rubbish and more rubbish and more rubbish. But I want him to answer that question. Did Kamala took she vaccine or she afraid to take it? Or when she going to take it? Pastor Gogo, you have a good one.
Leave it there. Yeah. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Pastor Gogo.
Lord Jesus.
Mommy ain't telling you Benwa had a pull she up on the program Saturday. You know she ain't telling you about that. But she called it to tell you about me. Pastor Google, yesterday when I asked a question, you know, nobody answered my question. But they run all around the mulberry bush. When I asked, Dr. Rowley said his concern was to get vaccine for CARICOM. And I asked how much vaccine Dr. Rowley get for CARICOM.
Wait, just
you
now.
know, none of them answered my question, Pastor
All right.
Google.
Yeah, well, I will answer the question by telling you this. All right. You see that vaccine talk? Let us leave it alone, please. All right. We were told, and again, management has told us on several times. You understand that, you know, we have the reason why so many people are not getting us on YouTube because of that discussion that we would have on air. You understand? And we're not allowed to have that discussion. Okay? So I am not having that discussion with you today. All right? I'm not having it. And people are upset with me. Somebody sent me a message, Pastor Google, stop letting Leave It There change your program. All right? Somebody said again, Pastor Google, back to the topic now. Recovery. And that is what we were discussing. We were discussing the road to recovery. And as I said before, next week, Thursday, I'm having a guest in studio. I was called by a very important person. And that person told me, Pastor Google, I've been hearing you calling out to the relevant authorities to come and inform the nation about the road to recovery, the document and stuff like that. And the person did call, and we are going to get somebody to come in and give us proper information on the road to recovery. We need to know where we're going from here. We have, as we said before, we have, Dr. Rowley said it, we have to live with the virus. Wait now. Always have to. We have to live with the virus. All right. The other thing, too, is that just want to let you know that there is a press conference, post-cabinet press conference that is happening at 2:30. So if you are interested in that, you can look out for that. There's the press conference, the post-cab press conference that is happening at 2:30. So people are saying to us, let us leave it there, right there, and start back our discussion on the road to recovery. One of the reasons why people are saying that the discussion is an important one to have, because because there are people who really want to know. When you look at what's going on outside Trinidad and Tobago, it really wants you to be aware of where we're going to go from here. Hello, good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon, Pastor Google again. Pastor Google, I sent you a link on YouTube, but like you read out more what you've seen on Facebook.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. Let me check it out.
Yeah, because Vienna is getting the same kind of talk from the viewers now.
Oh,
people calling and say that they just do the same thing too. So I know it depends. I suppose it depends on where you monetize and how your head to it.
Yeah. Sorry about that, sir. I want to apologize for that. It's sometimes we have to be looking at two monitors in order to be seen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but somehow, like everybody had this fall on Facebook, and it's hardly see the comments on
YouTube.
Yeah, but the link there's a link there. It covers these are the same roadmap thing.
Okay.
Right. There's a link there that you could go on and read the article, and you'll give you a perspective, I think, of how our roadmap should be, but in relation to the rest of the region.
Right.
Right. Is a report by IADB that was thrown out there for governments to look at, for CARICOM states to look at and to consider in their respective roadmap. Because, they are an agency that providing funding for certain things.
Yes.
So if you're looking for economic recovery, they are suggesting some areas and some avenues where they are prepared to fund the health states to catch yourself after COVID.
Because I know that this as I said before, so I'm having somebody who is very accurate and aware of our roadmap, what is in our document, and he's coming to bring it to a real layman term.
All right.
Yeah, he's coming on next week Thursday. I spoke with him, and he said to me that he's going to come on and give a really nice synopsis on what are some of the things that the government looking to do.
Right. So that article is a good article to prepare yourself for the interview next week.
Yes, man.
Right. So at least you will have what his perspective is or what he knows in relation to what our external shareholders are saying.
You know what would be nice too is and I think I should say it now that the listeners should write down some of the things that are on their mind and stuff like that, so that they could shoot to him.
Yeah.
So that he can, But he's coming fully equipped, he said. Fully equipped to deal with it. Okay,
one of the things that I saw somebody make a comment on it on the YouTube thing, on the YouTube chat. One of the things that the Prime Minister said that came out of the report, one of the first things that the committee said is that nobody should be left behind.
Yeah.
And that's a true comment.
Yeah.
And that to me, that meant that things like basic things like food, shelter, work, jobs, and so on, education, those are things that should be looked after and taken care of and satisfy the needs of people from the bottom right up to the top. Right? Before we could consider moving forward on anything else.
All right, thanks very much.
Okay.
Hello, good afternoon.
Pastor Google.
Yep.
It's a good thing you just get it live on a Saturday morning. Another lie gone with again. You hear anything but John Bema pull up on me Saturday. It's a good thing you just listen to me. Share the live. Pastor Google, I gone.
Probably. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, Pastor Google, good afternoon. This one is for the Mr. Lever there to answer, because he's been asking a lot of questions. Why this and why that? Mr. Lever there, could you tell the nation, the next time you call on the radio, why is it that someone who collected over $1 billion to develop a wastewater treatment plant and they beat him, why did he leave the country when the government had changed? Why did he leave? And why he isn't coming back here now to bring back some of that money? Right? Again, when you answer that question, then you can ask any other question to Pastor Google later.
All right, thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, Pastor Google. Do you know that the virus rise in America again and nobody ain't talking about that?
No, it's not true, ma'am. We had it in our 12 o'clock cast here today.
No, I saw it on CNN last.
And that is what Precious brought on the news today at 12 o'clock.
Yeah. They say after the July thing,
Precious brought it on the news. It was our international story at 12 o'clock today.
Yeah, okay.
All right, thank you. Hello, good afternoon.
Pastor Google?
Yes, sir.
Where's that link that Mr. was telling you to read to read the article about recovery.
Just now, I'm trying to find it, but I want him to send it to our WhatsApp number.
All
so
right.
if he's listening,
Google.
yeah, if the caller is listening, could you send it to 771-1791? I'll appreciate it a whole lot.
Yeah, Pastor Google.
Yes, sir.
You see, the government too is moving to try to eliminate some of the subsidies in the recovery, because they see that the government do have the money, and I think that is one of was put forward to cut back. You see, the subsidies of gas and those things, a lot of that have to think. But Pastor Google, this recovery program come like the world is starting over, right? No, it's a good plan for the government to try to see if they could divert. Divert the day for tomorrow from oil to agriculture. But the government could go along the line of diversification in the agriculture sector. Bring it in slowly, because we need, I think that was discussed too, diversification. And this is a time, Pastor Google, to try to implement some of your major issues, to try to change the people frame mind, because China, as Jenny say, expecting growth, other countries expecting growth. So you have to try to instill it from the beginning, right, Pastor? So we look forward anxiously Thursday for that program.
Thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Pastor Google. Pastor Google. Pastor Google, I ain't hear you. How you get quiet so when I call, boy? Pastor Google. Pastor Google, you mean you hang up on me, boy?
You know I hang up on you. That's like Bacchanal, boy. Fan old man. Why you like so much confusion?
Hey, Pastor Google, let me tell you this before I go now. You see that water treatment plant? It's one of the things I spoke about back in the days.
Yeah, but you don't talk about it now because you support Ms. Bissessa. You don't talk about it now.
And everybody has been talking about it, so why am I jumping the dance? So you can't come and show that to me now, Pastor Google.
Yeah, well, you do. You see, you just jump in whatever dance you feel to jump in. Have a good afternoon, Mr. Leave It There.
Say hello for me, Pastor Google.
Have a good afternoon, Mr. Leave It There.
All right, I'll leave it there.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hey, Pastor Google.
Sir?
What Dr. Rowley do leave it there? Take with your wife?
No, he ain't do anything like that. The man is up. Let me tell you what the man is upset about. The man is upset because he have supported the party for all these years, since 2009. He have been an ardent supporter of the PNM, and he feels hurt because as a supporter and as a voice out there, they have never acknowledged or support him in any way.
Let me tell you something, Pastor Google. The Indian people treat Basile Pandey like a dog when they run Pandey out of the UNC. He goes to all of them. You don't see them getting on to the camera?
Who's that? Basile Pandey?
The UNC people run Basile Pandey out of the UNC like a dog. Bad, very terrible. You understand? You see them getting on to the camera? They doesn't do it. Just don't do it.
All right.
So what's the problem that Dr. Rowley take over from Patrick Manning? Patrick Manning had to understand that his time has come and he needed to step down. Look how Patrick Manning's son is working with Dr. Rowley. Anybody should be back to Dr. Rowley, should be Patrick Manning's son. And he's working to build our country because he sees the bigger picture.
Well, Mr. Leave It There. Mr. Leave It There.
And leave us alone.
All right. I hear you. Mr. Leave It. I hear you earlier. I am out of here at Trinidad and Tobago. Have a blessed afternoon. Please be safe and don't go outside if you don't have to. I'm going to put it that way. Why I say that? Because some people are just going outside for no reason at all. So stay home. Please, stay inside and be safe. I'll talk to you all tomorrow morning. Tomorrow is Friday. My dad will not be with me, which is so disappointing. I wish he was here Friday coming here. I could get him to come in. I'll think about it. Have a good one, Trinidad and Tobago.
Entertainment, information, conversation. All on Street 91.9 FM, the official station that defends the nation.
Simpsons Memorial Limited, number 63 Eastern Main Road, Laventille. Internationally accredited funeral directors and embalmers. A full-service funeral home serving families of Trinidad and Tobago and internationally since 1945. At Simpsons Memorial Limited, we serve with dignity in assisting families in honoring the memory of their loved ones. Our services include professional funeral and pre-planning, burials and cremation, custom-built and imported caskets, coffins and cremation trays, cemetery management, limousines, mourners cars, grief counseling, web streaming of funerals, fully air-conditioned chapel with live musical accompaniment, full global shipping and receiving of loved ones. We specialize in facial restorations. Call us anytime.